What's up, guys? Turtle over here. We're gonna be reading iFunny musical story. There's the cover. So the reason I'm actually doing this is because I watched the videos the first videos of the book reading where I just had the screen black, and I did not like it myself. Unfortunately, I do not know how to delete videos. Otherwise, I would recreate them with me doing the same thing here. Sorry, allergies. But sorry about that. But we can still do it now. So we left off ending with chapter 4. So we're gonna go straight to chapter 5. And a little behind. Okay, chapter 5. And now the good stuff. You look at me, and I know what you're thinking. Zac Efron without the hot legs. Okay, maybe not, but I do have a pretty good set of guns. Check out my bulging biceps. Those mosquito bite bumps on my arms there. Girls look at me and think, ooh, take me to the mall or the movies or Taco Bell. They probably figure we can park in a handicapped space close to the doors. Now, I'm guessing you go to school too. You know what it's like. All the bad stuff, like rubbery pizza in the cafeteria and pop quizzes in social studies. And let's not even get into that sawdusty stuff that the janitor sprinkles over the occasional puke puddle. So let me just tell you the good parts about my school. There's cold chocolate milk in the cafeteria every day. And of course, I've got my two best buds. You already met them, Pierce and Gaynor. Pierce is a total brainiac. He can tell you everything you ever wanted to know, like how you mark a baseball scorecard with a backward K for a called third strike and a forward K if the batter strikes out swinging. Gaynor is a little more edgy, a little more out there, if you know what I mean. He actually has tattoos and a nose ring. I don't think I'll ever get a tattoo. With my luck, the guy working the ink needle would get the hiccups, and I'd end up with a squiggly butterfly instead of a fire-breathing dragon. My friends are both excellent squatters. When I started using the chair, the whole world seemed to grow 3 feet taller, and everybody was looking down on me, literally, but not Gaynor and Pierce. If we're just hanging out, they'll both hunker down into a deep knee bend or find something to sit on so we're talking eye to eye. They're not just thinking about themselves. They're thinking about me, too. Anyway, another good thing about my school, the science lab. If you stare out the third window just the right way, you get an excellent view of the ocean and the beach. It's only a tiny sliver, but if you squint real hard, you can see the surf and my Uncle Frankie's diner. There's this frizzy-haired girl who's in a couple of my classes. She's definitely another good thing about school. She laughed once in math class when I cracked a joke about parallel lines. When all those parallel lines finally meet in an infinity, do they throw a party? The frizzy-haired girl has a very bubbly laugh. She's also extremely cute. But who am I kidding? She probably doesn't even know I exist. I'm just the jokester sitting in the back of the classroom. Other than that, I'm totally invisible to her. Which reminds me of this awful joke, what I call a groaner, that I read in one of my giant jokelopedias. A nurse goes into a doctor's office and says, "Doctor, there's a man out here who thinks he's invisible." "I'm busy," said the doctor. "Tell him I can't see him right now." Pretty corny, huh? But I figure the frizzy-haired girl feels the same way about me, that I'm invisible. I guess all the cute girls do. I also have a feeling they always will. Chapter 6, my after-school special. The final bell rings at school, and I'm off like a shot. I'm the first one out of the building every afternoon. I zip down the sidewalk and head to my Uncle Frankie's diner. I love spending time with Frankie. He owns the oldest diner in the whole New York metropolitan area. I think it's so old. I think when it opened, Burger King was still a prince. Even though the jukebox plays nothing but oldies, mostly doo-wop tunes from the 50s and 60s, Uncle isn't just the owner. He's also the head chef. And get this, he's the former yo-yo champion of all of Brooklyn, a famous place for its yo-yos. Uncle Frankie is always doing yo-yo tricks, even when he's working on the grill. He can hop the fence, walk the dog, loop the loop, and go around the world with one handle, holding griddle cakes and 2 eggs over easy with the other. "So how was school today, Jamie?" he asked once I'm parked in the kitchen. "Not bad. I took out a bully today." "Really?" "Yeah, he was picking out on the 6th grader, so I pulled a Chuck Norris and did what needed to be done." "You stood up for this kid?" "Well, I didn't exactly stand. You know what I mean." "Yeah, I do." Uncle Frankie puts down his yo-yo and nods proudly. You did good, Jamie. Well, you know what Kevin James says in Mall Cop, if Frankie holds up a hand. No joke, kiddo. I'm proud of you. Seriously proud. Thanks. I'm sort of blushing when I say it. Neither one of us says anything else for a while. The only sound in the kitchen is grease splattering on the grill and some plates clanking behind us. I don't do so well with long, thoughtful pauses or total quiet. It gives me a little too much time to think about my situation and how absolutely alone I sometimes feel. So I rev up my motor mouth. Oh, and this morning, on my way to school, I wiped out a whole bunch of zombies. Rolled over them, too. I may never get all the green slime out of my tire treads. "Is that so?" says Uncle Frankie, shaking his head and smiling. "Zombies?" "Yep," I say. All in all, it was just our average ho-hum kind of day. So, Jamie, you ever think about writing down your wacky stories so you can tell them to people in a comedy club or something? I shrug. Sometimes, maybe. Not really. You should. You crack me up, kiddo. You crack up other people, too. Trust me on this one. I know a little something about show business. Because you are a yo-yo champion? Exactly. I've been on the big stage, and it's very cool. So, as they say, maybe in Iowa or Nebraska, the seed was planted. That was the end of chapter 6. See you guys in the next episode.